Welcome back to Las Vegas, Sandboyd Stadium. Nothing decided in the first half. 4 touchdowns apiece. It's like one of those backyard games. You didn't count you didn't say 7, 14. You just said 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, right? It's 4-4.
4-4 right now.
And the Rebels will get the football to begin the second half. And here we go. Tripped up shy of the 20-yard line is Darren Woods. And Aaron Vaughn's made the tackle on special teams. We go downstairs, get an injury update from Brad Thompson. Brad?
Guys, I talked to Matt Wells at halftime. He said offensively they've been feast or famine, too many turnovers. He likes the big plays, but he doesn't want to turn it over. Defensively, he doesn't expect UNLV to do anything different with a different quarterback in there. Both head coaches confirmed that Armani Rogers is out and Jalen Davis is out. So 2 big keys out for the second half.
Yeah, huge blows to both schools. Jalen Davis, a tremendous cornerback for Matt Wells, and Armani Rogers, the terrific young quarterback for UNLV. So Palandek hands it off inside on the zone read. Or excuse me, yeah, that's Palandek handing it off to Lex Thomas. He'll get about 3 yards. Averaged 14 yards a carry in the first half. That's pretty good.
He had an outstanding first half. But that offensive line was creating a lot of holes. But now you're probably going to see the Aggies come out with 8, 9 guys up around the line of scrimmage and force Kurt Palandek to make throws to beat him.
Trips to the near side. You also heard Coach Sanchez tell Brad Thompson they're going to run the same package with Palandek. Here's a quick throw, and Woods makes the catch, and he'll get enough for a first down.
Lex Thomas just going limping off the field.
Yeah, Xavier Campbell has come in, number 35.
It's going to end up being a war of attrition out here with these guys. I mean, they're playing so hard. They both want to get this win so bad.
You made a great point, said at the top of the broadcast. We got this vibe when we talked to Coach Sanchez and Coach Wells yesterday, that despite the really difficult losses both schools were coming off of, 28-23, a game that Utah State led Wyoming late, and of course the 27-0 lead UNLV had in Colorado Springs against the Air Force Academy last week, and they ended up losing that game. He said both to a man, both schools had great, not good weeks of practice, not well, you know, it was a little tough earlier in the week and it got better. From Sunday, and UNLV practices on Sunday nights, said we were terrific. They really bounced back. Second and short for Palandek. And he'll keep, and he'll have a first down, just shy of the 40-yard line. Jacoby Wildman, we are told, plays to the name on the back of his jersey, makes the tackle.
That's a hustle play. You got a guy that's moving that quickly down the line of scrimmage to catch Palandek, who is arguably the fastest guy on the field. One of the fastest, probably one of the 5 fastest dudes on the field.
Straight ahead for about 5 or 6 yards. Kurt Palandek, two-time all-academic Mountain West College, or Mountain West Conference, I should say, performer. He got 6. Here's Campbell. I can't think of more than about 3 or 4 plays where the Utah State front made a tackle around the line of scrimmage today.
No, 0 TFLs. No tackles for losses for them in the first half. I mean, they were not able, or excuse me, 1 tackle for loss, and that was on an outside play. It wasn't anybody inside the box making that. It was a corner on an outside throw. They've got to get some kind of penetration, shoot some gaps, change the line of scrimmage.
Lexington Thomas, you see, back in the football game for UNLV. Big safe throw, and the ball just spit out of the hands of Tim Holt.
Okay, but why not give it to him immediately? Just give it to him. Again, it's second down. Understand the situation. It's second down. You're booting out right now. There he is. There's a guy behind him, but give him the ball earlier. Don't wait. Still needs to catch the ball. Don't make no mistake. Tim Holt should catch that pass. But give it to him earlier. Don't wait. It's second down.
Well, now they have a... Well, it's first down. So that was weird. So now it's second down and 10. And that will pick up 5 yards. Still going. Darren Woods got rejected a couple of times. That'll set up a third down here.
Third and much more manageable, 6.
First possession, second half for UNLV. They came in 2-4. They were 4-8 a year ago. And they believe they should be 4-2. They lost a shocker, their opener against Howard. They were a 45-point favorite, lost. And then the 27-point blown lead last week to Air Force, and now Palandek's going to have to call timeout. You don't like it, but don't mind it as much when this occurs, say, in the first quarter or 3 in the first half. In a tight game in the second half, when you have to burn one, you start worrying about what happens later on when you really need it. Mountain West football on AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by Honda. Hurry into the Honda Summerbration Sales event today. And by Delta Faucets. See what Delta can do. Randall Cunningham. We saw Randall last year. He was in town for a Rebels game, and that pass by Palandek is complete to Kendall Keys. First down yardage, and the drive will continue for UNLV. 28-28. With Brad Thompson and Sed Bonner, I'm Drew Goodman. Glad you're along this afternoon on AT&T Sportsnet. Kurt Palandek, who started 3 games last year but played in 11, in relief of Armani Rogers, who left with what I'm sure will be described as a concussion after the ball game. We're talking about tackles for loss. That may be the first of the game for Utah State against a rushing attack for UNLV that has already produced more than 300 yards. Tobeck was in there.
They need the guys up front. That's a Toto, Schuster, Wildman. Those guys have to occupy.
They're also missing, said, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention this, Ian Tonga-Ei, who is a terrific defensive end. He has a knee injury and not available today. Thomas bounces to the outside, and he gets swarmed over at the 40-yard line. Again, no gain, maybe a loss of a yard. That's the best, clearly, Utah State has played the run on back-to-back snaps.
Back-to-back. Wildman in there. I mean, they had everybody in there. Offensive line not getting any push. All of a sudden, there's a little bit more emphasis up front for the Aggies to really hold the point of attack.
Well, you said it a moment ago, with Armani Rogers, they honored the pass game a little bit more than it looks like they're doing right now with Palandek. It's third down and 10.
You got man-free coverage here. So take your pick, just look the safety off and get it out of your hand.
Palandek in trouble. He's sacked back at the 47-yard line.
I mean,
Wildman was involved again.
Taimavena comes around on the late loop, but you've got time to throw this ball. Watch him circle back around in the middle. You've got man coverage. There's no reason whatsoever to take a sack there. You have time to set your feet on your third step. The ball can come out. They had routes about 12 yards depth. That's where you got to go to.
Third sack of the year for Suli Taimavena. Forcing UNLV into a punt. They're coming after it. They've blocked 4 punts already this year, has Utah State. This is Nathan to the boundary. Nathan's got blockers in front. Still going. Finally down inside the 25-yard line. What a return by Nathan. Riley Erickson, the punter, just tripped him up.
I mean, this is a good job. He makes the first guy miss. And then it's all speed. Everything's left up. Watch Keys get blocked. Good blocking up front. Listen, between him and Scarver,
well,
I mean, they put on a clinic, whether it be by the long ball or through the punt return game.
They have 3 70-plus yard plays today. Nathan has 2 of them, the 75-yard catch, that 70-yard return, and then the Scarver 71-yard catch and run.
It's a good job by Robert Jackson, 24, to come in there and fill. Make that tackle on Hunt.
This is a critical time right now for UNLV on defense. Here's Hunt, and he has a big opening. He'll have first down yardage. He's down to about the 13-yard line. Throw it in the flat. That's just a sloppy throw. The ball was low by Love, trying to get it to Zach Van Leeuwen.
You can end up standing up tall on your front leg. Ball goes right in the dirt. Got to keep those knees bent, even when you're throwing it out quick.
Now Van Leeuwen and Aaron Bawns will flip over to the near side of the football field. 3 receivers right, put it in the belly of Hunt. And he gets knocked off his feet after a couple of yards. Jason Fowl, Pops Fowl, made the tackle. Big body in there at 310 pounds. 3rd down and 8.
Got a man look. If you want smash route or corner routes from your slots, you've got them. Both guys going to the corner from there. Single up coverage on the backside here. No safety help if you want to take a shot.
They throw a slant. It's complete to the 5-yard line. Short of a first down is Van Leeuwen.
It's a great tackle. That's a good job competing by both guys. Good catch.
4th
Jericho
and short.
Flowers makes the tackle.
Utah State's going to go. And Love keeps the football and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
We need the second level to come. They're all bunched up. Look how walled off they are inside. And no one spills over. Again, you're talking about a 200-plus pound guy, 6'3".
Jericho Flowers had a shot at him and whiffed. And the extra point is true from Dominic Eberle, who's now a perfect 28 of 28 on the season. Utah State with their first lead of the day, 35-28. Here's today's Fan Cam, brought to you by Dairy Queen. It's a beautiful late afternoon in Las Vegas, Nevada. Rebels and Aggies getting together for the first time since 2014. And Utah State with their first lead. This kick will be a touchback. We'll see how UNLV responds. They moved the football well to begin the 3rd quarter, and then their drive stalled. 2 negative running plays and a sack. Armani Rogers started, was terrific for most of the first half, and then he got knocked out of the game with what looks like a concussion.
Well,
Matt Wells' team now with the lead.
Well, I think the question now, Drew, is how do you respond? A week ago, you came in with 3 points in the second half only. Right now, you've had a drive, weren't able to score. You've got to have some belief, somehow get it going offensively.
Here's Thomas. That's always a good decision. Get him the football. And he'll get about 3 or 4 yards. Sully. Tom Ivana made another tackle. The junior from Kirkland, Washington, number 42. 11 times now that Thomas is over 100 yards. He had 140 in the first half. But his last 4 carries have netted just 7 yards. Utah State has tightened up on defense. And that throw, it looked like it surprised Devontae Boyd. And that's a name we have not called since the first series of the football game, Devontae Boyd.
Well, remember, he went out of the game early with an injury. And I think they're going to get Nasatoto Schuster on a late hit.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 56, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's a big one. It is Nasatoto Schuster, junior 295-pounder from Long Beach. He's the nose.
Yeah, he took a full 2 steps afterwards. I mean, he could have stopped. That's kind of, I mean, I've seen him let that go, but he took a full 2 steps.
Palandek gets to midfield. Now another late flag comes in. This was thrown by the referee, Michael Vanderveld. It's usually in the area of holding or protecting the quarterback. And obviously the quarterback was a runner. He's a runner right at that point in time.
Personal foul, participation after the helmet came off, number 78, offense. 15-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Well, there was a time that that just be called you were really tough, but you're not allowed to do that anymore for obvious reasons. It's Justin Polu, and
yeah, he just needed to stop. You see it come off. He just needs to stop. I just don't know. It being a personal foul to me is a little much. It's a little much to me.
I agree with you.
I don't get that.
I agree with you.
There's got to be a better way. No one wants to play that way, but you don't stop until the whistle blows. That's what you're trained to do your entire life.
Palandek trying to squeeze through a small opening, and he gets to the 37-yard line. Gage Ferguson made the tackle.
Listen, if you're gonna try and throw the ball with him, it's got to be early downs where you can have success with the short passing game, and maybe some of those RPOs out on the edge because he is such a good runner. But to get him in second and long situations, third and long situations, definitely not his strength.
This is 2nd and 18. Well defended by Utah State. There's Levitt again, participating yet another tackle.
I mean, it just seems like the effort level has jumped. And you're going to watch Levitt show and play right at the line of scrimmage, slow plays the quarterback, and then gets in on the tackle as well. That's just a great play.
Originally started his career at BYU. Special teams ace, played a couple of years at Provo, and then transferred to Utah State. 3 receivers to the near side, 3rd down and 15, so UNLV way off schedule.
There's pressure here off the edge.
They're showing pressure.
On the right side.
And now the second timeout burned by Palandek. He may get taken off the hook because a flag was thrown by the back judge.
Delay a game.
Yeah, it's a delay
Offense,
game.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And that's fortunate, I think, for UNLV. In a game you're down by a touchdown, late stages of the 3rd quarter, you don't want to go to the 4th with 1 timeout.
No, you definitely don't. But you got a guy that's played a lot of football. He's a senior.
Smart guy.
Get in and out of the huddle. There's no reason to be burning timeouts or have to.
So they have 3rd down and a 1/4 mile to go. And Palandek takes a big shot as he goes across the 45 to the 47. And the punt team will come on. He got 13. Momentum is completely swung. Utah State were on their heels for a good portion of that first half.
And there's no reason why they shouldn't be. I mean, I know Armani Rogers is a great player. He is a great player, but you've got a quarterback that has very similar traits. and can do very similar things, you've got to play. You've got to let him play.
Fair catch made at the 20-yard line by Jordan Nathan. We'll take a break. 3:14 remains in quarter number 3. 35-28 Utah State in the Mountain West. Utah State leading by a touchdown. They have the football at their own 20-yard line. Utah State trying to get to 500. They're 3-4. They're 1-2 in conference play. Last year, they did not go to a bowl game after going to 5 consecutive. They're trying to get back to what has been a rite of passage in the Cache Valley.
Snap infraction, number 51, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Quinn Ficklin, the center, is called for that snap infraction. Well, last 5 years, all under Matt Wells, 9-5, 10-4, and of course the disappointment last year, winning just 3 football games, which has not been the case.
You've had the kind of
seasons for Utah State.
Early success he had. You take that good hard look in the mirror, man, and try to get things fixed quickly.
Well, he's got through some offensive coordinators the last few years. Boy, that's a blow being delivered there by a guy who's having a heck of a game, Jordan Nathan.
He gave Dallin Levitt he gave the safety 33, Dalton Baker, the business.
Pretty good collision. 2nd and short. And now Love escapes. And he's got it complete to his tight end, Dax Raymond. 2nd catch for Raymond.
I mean, I'm not so sure they keep this two-headed monster thing going at the quarterback spot.
It's not really much of one today.
No, the way Love has played, I mean, there's no reason. It may be time to pass the torch because he's been outstanding.
Kent Myers had that one series, a 36-yard touchdown drive after the long kick return by Savon Scarver. We didn't even count that because that was only 64 yards. That was one of those 70-yard plus plays. And he got it away. It's an incomplete pass as Foul dumped him.
You know, when you're selling the screen, you set your feet and then you drift away. Watch, he sets his feet and then he creeps back. He doesn't take off and go. He's waiting and waiting. Drift away. Drift away. You set, you've got them already on your angle. They're on the angle to come get you. Now you drift.
Love, a wide receiver screen out to the 43-yard line. A catch and run from Braylon Roberts. He's a senior from Dallas.
I do like the way the ball comes out of his hand quick.
It's been a terrific day for Jordan Love. Again, other than the one series for Kent Myers, it's been all Love. He has replaced Myers, who had 32 career starts coming into today. Pressure coming, 7 for UNLV, and this is a long incomplete pass. So UNLV will get exactly what they needed. They have not had many stops of late. They'll turn away Utah State and they'll get the football back down by 7.
Trying to see what he saw there. That was a good job of coverage down the field, but you know, you've got a tight end, Dax Raymond, that is a long guy that's a mismatch for any of the linebackers out there. I'm trying to work him in those type of situations.
Aaron Dalton, the punt, Darren Woods at his own 15. And a fair catch at the 13-yard line. Matt Wells, 20-15 in Mountain West Conference play in his career. He was the quarterback at Utah State in the mid-90s. He told us a great story about how he has dealt this week with the quarterback situation, and he is a hands-on guy. And he talked to both quarterbacks individually, in his office, and he said, listen, he said, when it comes to a lot of things, I'm not somebody who will say, hey, I've been there if I haven't. He said, but in this case, I've been there. He goes, I've been the starting quarterback who was benched. I've been the guy that's come off the bench to replace a guy. He goes, so I know what both of you are feeling. In fact, he got benched against UNLV in the mid-90s in a game, came back in the fourth quarter. He said, I played the best quarter of my career. He threw 2 touchdown passes and led them on another long drive in that fourth quarter against UNLV.
Where he scored the rushing touchdown. Then they missed the extra point to win the game.
Here's Palandek, and he's going to pull it down, and he's going to get knocked down also. It's going to be a loss, and some of the Rebel fans not pleased with what's happened to their offense the last couple of series.
Have patience in the pocket. You see how fast he's ready to take off and run. Have patience in the pocket. Allow your guy to clear.
Actually, Utah State's confidence on defense is growing. They got ripped apart in that first half, allowing 300 yards on the ground. 5 coming against Palandek, and he unloads it. What a catch by Thomas.
I just want to watch highlights from Lex.
Oh, man, there's a lot of them just today. He's going to be short, though, of a first down by 3.
This ball doesn't touch both hands until he starts running. Watch how long it's on his right hand, people. Now, look at his left hand just kind of hanging out.
He OBJ'd it. So 4th and 3, and UNLV will have to punt. But they're not going to have to punt until we come back, because 3 chapters are now complete in Las Vegas. 35-28, Utah State on the road with the touchdown advantage.